So I just got a question, or I did this morning, from another Reflector, Letitia. Forgive me if I haven't pronounced it correctly, but that's how I pronounce it. Letitia. I'm going to probably share her chart. I don't know. We'll see. But her question was sort of in relation to the fact that the transits had moved. And what do I mean by that is that the sun and the earth are in a new cycle. So it's 6 days of sun and earth. And we just moved from 59:55 into 47:22. Now, my personal experience, and I woke up and made an audio because I felt very different in the body. And I felt this morning when I woke up out of dream rape, I felt very empty in the body section, the chest cavity and the stomach. That felt like air and emptiness. And I attributed that to the fact that the 59 was activating and connecting with my 6. And 55 was connecting with my 39, giving me definition down there in the sacral, the root, and the solar plexus. Sacral, root, and solar plexus filled up my body with defined energy that I could rely on for 6 days. And then I woke up this morning and that had left. So I felt this emptiness and I felt this energy it was exuding from, I felt that I was operating from the shoulders and above only. And then Letitia came along and said, hey, I'm watching the transits, I'm feeling things in my body, and I'm noticing how things change, and I'm noticing how other people's auras interact with mine. And her question was, as a reflector, do you just sort of get used to that? Or does it become less intense over time? So I thought about it for a while, and then I answered her just now, and I asked her permission to be included in this audio. So the answer is this, is that we get used to not having any sort of constant fixed energy we rely on. And the sooner that we're aware, and that she's like doing wonderfully with being aware, then it changes. But when the transits change, you may just need to keep track of that, because I was surprised. And that's what, reflectors are supposed to be surprised. So I woke up this morning, I felt disoriented, disintegrated inside. I felt like something was wrong. And then I got to the realization that, the transit have changed. I looked to see what's happening, and then I realized, okay, this is why I feel different. So what do I feel? And I just told you how I felt. So imagine over the next 6 days, I will feel more secure in this transit. I will feel like, hey, this is kind of who I am. This is me. I'm like getting into this, I've got things I can say and do. But yeah, you can't really hang on to that or get comfortable expecting that to be there for you. So what I said was this, and I'll repeat, that it's like you've picked up another instrument, but you're playing the same song. So the symphony is the same. The piece of music is the same. But as a reflector, you've picked up another instrument. So you may have been playing tuba in the transit of 59 and 55, I don't know. And then suddenly someone takes that away and says, no, I know you know this piece of music and you play it beautifully, but now I want you to play it with this flute instead. And you're like, okay, yeah, I know the music. I know the piece beautifully. I will now play the music with a different instrument. And that's what we do. And as we practice with the new instrument, we become proficient. And then in another 6 days, someone's going to rip out that instrument and say, hey, here's another one. And maybe by the end of it all, I don't know, it's not even an end, but at some point you become the conductor. And you know all of the parts. And this is how the reflector gets the wisdom. So yeah, that's my piece on transits and how to ride them. Thank you, Letitia, for the question. I was able to put into words what I was feeling, and I think she felt the same when I answered her.